Kingston, Jamaica, a city alive with rhythm, energy, and stories that shape the world of dancehall. In this vibrant culture stands one of its most talented and controversial figures, Vybz Kartel, also known as Adidja Palmer, the Worl Boss. From dominating the charts to influencing a generation of artists, Kartel's talent is undeniable. But alongside his musical genius, controversies have followed him like shadows. And today we dive deep into two of his most talked about scandals, his sex tapes and his skin bleaching. Now these events didn't just shock fans, they sparked debates about culture, privacy, identity, and fame. Whether you love him or question him, the story behind these scandals tells us a lot about Vybz Kartel, dancehall, and Jamaican society itself. In 2009, the dancehall community was shaken. Leaked online were explicit pics involving Vybz Kartel, revealing a side of the Worl Boss that fans had never seen. For many, it was shocking. For others, it was sensational. The leak immediately went viral. News outlets ran headlines like "Dancehall Star Exposed" and "Vybz Kartel's Private Life Revealed." Fans flooded social media, some in support, others outraged. Pages, forums, and chat rooms lit up with debate. Those defending Kartel argued he is human and his private life should remain private. Others were unforgiving, questioning the integrity of the man who had positioned himself as a leader in dancehall culture. The media frenzy only intensified. Newspapers, radio shows, and online portals dissected the pics, sometimes sensationalizing details, sometimes sparking wider conversations about privacy and morality in Jamaican celebrity culture. Kartel himself addressed the scandal directly. In interviews, he stated that his personal life should never overshadow his music. His message was clear. The Worl Boss is more than a scandal. He's an artist, a lyricist, a creator. Even with public scrutiny, Kartel's career did not falter. He continued releasing hits, collaborated with major artists, and commanding massive fan loyalty. Yet, this scandal would leave a permanent mark, one that would fuel gossip, memes, and debate for years. Fan reactions were intense. Some flooded YouTube with comments defending him. Others created memes mocking the situation. On Facebook and Twitter, hashtags trended, debates raged, and opinions split along generational and social lines. The sex tape scandal was more than explicit content. It was a mirror reflecting society's fascination with celebrity, privacy, and morality. It raised questions about where to draw the line between public interest and personal invasion. Just as the sex tape scandal was settling, another controversy emerged, one that touched on culture, identity, and Jamaican society itself: Vybz Kartel's skin bleaching. By the early 2010s, fans and media noticed a visible change in his complexion. What was once the deep brown skin of a Kingston native now appeared lighter, sparking debates, memes, and criticism. And skin bleaching has a complicated history in Jamaica. It is often tied to colorism, societal pressure, and standards of beauty influenced by colonial history. When a global superstar like Vybz Kartel changes his skin tone, the action carries weight far beyond personal preference. It becomes a cultural statement. The reaction was divided. Some fans criticized him for seemingly rejecting his natural identity. Others argued that as an artist, Kartel has the right to self-expression. Social media became a battleground. Hashtags and memes circulated endlessly, some mocking, some supporting, some sparking serious debates on race and identity. Kartel defended himself publicly, stating that his choice was about self-expression, similar to changing a hairstyle or getting tattoos. "It's my body, my decision," he said in an interview. His response only fueled further discussion, forcing society to reflect on personal freedom versus cultural responsibility. Now, the skin bleaching controversy went beyond Kartel. It reignited conversations about colorism in dancehall. media representation, and societal pressures, young artists and fans alike were compelled to reconsider beauty standards and the meaning of identity in Jamaica. Both scandals left a mark on fans and the community. Some rallied behind Kartel, seeing him as untouchable, a figure so influential that no controversy could diminish his talent. Others turned critical, questioning whether his actions reflected the responsibilities of a public figure. The discussions weren't limited to fans. Community leaders, cultural commentators, and radio hosts all weighed in, highlighting how celebrity actions can influence youth and public perception. The Worl Boss had sparked a dialogue bigger than any one scandal. It was a cultural moment. Fast forward to 2025, and Vybz Kartel remains one of the most influential figures in dancehall. These controversies, while damaging in the short term, didn't stop his influence. His music continues to dominate charts, his style influences artists like Skillibeng, and his fan base remains loyal. Scandals, it seems, are a part of the journey for artists of Kartel's magnitude. They challenge public perception, spark debates, and in a strange way, enhance the legend. Kartel has shown that talent, resilience, and a connection to the fans can endure beyond controversy. Vybz Kartel Sextape and Skin Bleaching controversies remind us that fame is complex, identity is personal, and public perception is powerful. Whether you admire him, criticize him, or simply observe, his story is inseparable from dancehall culture itself. And so the Worl Boss continues, talent and influence intertwined, shaping the sound and the story of Jamaica's music scene. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into one of dancehall's most talked about chapters. Stay tuned because the story of the Gaza and its king is never truly finished.